Okay, so today we are going to be talking about something really annoying. We're going to be talking about the sheep. We're going to be talking about the slaves. We're going to be talking about these people that think life happens to them and not for them. And no matter what happens, somehow they're always the victim. These people are pessimistic. They have a negative outlook on life. They don't think that anything good is ever going to happen to them or for them, right? Which pretty much means that they're looking through a lens in life where the worst possible outcome is the only possible outcome, okay? That's why they're sheep. They are enslaved by a paradigm that is tricking them into thinking that no matter what, it's always going to be the worst case scenario for them. Now, on the contrary, you have people that are really successful looking through a completely different lens, but it's actually very similar. These people are looking through the lens of, hey, it doesn't matter what happens to me, life happens for me. In this situation, regardless of whether it was a good one or a bad one, is something that I needed to work through, or something that I needed to overcome, or something that I needed to experience to get to that next level in life, right? And it's a very simple concept to grasp how these people end up in two very different places. Okay, you have one group of people, the sheep, the slaves, that are looking through this lens that no matter what happens, it's always going to be, the worst thing that ever happened, and they're unlucky and life's unfair and they're a victim and all this other stuff. And when you're looking through that lens, it's pretty easy to see why most of these people live a 9-to-5 slave life where they're struggling to pay their bills and they're living in a shoebox and they're driving a shit bucket car. It's because, how are you ever supposed to make it out of that when you're looking through that lens? You can't. You never see the good. You never see the opportunity. You never see those people trying to reach out and help you. Or if you do see them, you think they're there to hurt you, or you think they're there to take advantage of you, or you think they're there to fucking do whatever that's going to be nefarious in your life, right? Like, I just don't fucking understand it. And whenever these people come around me, it really just lowers my frequency, okay? But then you have these other people, right? These other people that look through the lens that's very similar, but it's so different. It's like every time they look through their lens, regardless, it could be the worst thing that ever happened in your life, and you figure out a way to spin it into a positive. You figure out a way to look at it as a win. You figure out how to take growth from that, no matter how painful it was, or no matter how inconvenient it was, right? And then you start looking at everything that comes into your life as a good thing. Like, hey, it doesn't matter what this is, whether it was good or bad in that exact moment. This is something that is in line with what my destiny is and what my conscience is calling me to do in life. So guess what? If it's a problem, I need to overcome it. If it's somebody here to offer help, I should accept that help. I should trust these people that are coming and extending their hand, because they might have been here for a reason. To help me progress, to help me learn, to help me take my life to the next level, right? And it's very similar, right? The two lenses are almost exactly the same. It's just one person sees something and they think it's bad no matter what, and the other person sees something and they think it's good no matter what, right? And, for the life of me, I've been trying to figure out, what causes people to either look through this lens or that lens. Because you can look through any lens you want at any point in life, right? But people are just typically stuck looking through one lens for one reason or another until somebody just grabs them and just yanks them out of it and forces them to look through a different lens, right? But unfortunately, that doesn't happen for everybody. Because when people like me go and we try and show people what life looks like through that other lens, and then we get that pushback and they think we're trying to hurt them, or they think we're trying to take advantage of them, it's like, what? I'm here to help you. I want to see you grow. I want to see you have wealth. I want to see you have a better education. I want to see you have better relationships. You know what I mean? So how does that person see me as the enemy? And it's really crazy because I've tried to help so many people in this life, and that's constantly what the response is. And one of the things that I have learned is that you can't help people unless they're ready to be helped. You can't show people what life looks like through that other lens until they want to look through that other lens. So then it boils down to, okay, well, if these people aren't ready, then I'm not going to help them. And then people call us, arrogant or egotistical because we don't want to help these people. And it's like they don't want us to help them. So what the fuck are we supposed to do? We can't fucking force them to look through the fucking lens. You know what I mean? And it's just sad. And so really the only conclusion that I can come to is that, we just have to let these people live their lives. But at the same time, like, we need to put a little bit of distance in between ourselves, because we can't let this infectious mindset and negative attitude and pessimistic outlook on the world get anywhere close to us, because that's just going to drag us down. And it's unfortunate. I don't want to have to push these people away from me, but when that's all you see and that's the only way you act in this life, well then you're gonna fucking drag me down with you. You know what I'm saying? So I just gotta eliminate myself from that situation, and I'm gonna keep my eyes open. And when those people that are ready to hear my message come and they are ready to be helped, then yes, by all means, I'm gonna do everything in my power to help those people in every way that I possibly can. Because that's what I want to do. Help 1 billion people. That's really my biggest goal. And people come in and they laugh and they say, oh, Ben, you want a fucking $70 million plane? And I'm like, yeah. And they're like, why do you want it? And I'm like, well, there's a lot of reasons. But at the very root of the reason why I want it is because I fucking need it. I want to go everywhere and I want to help everybody. And I want to do it in style. And I want to look good doing it, right? Because that's going to allow me to accomplish that mission at a higher level. Right? Living in conscious congruency, doing what my conscience is calling me to do. Everything that I'm called to do is something that's exactly in line with what my destiny is. Does that make sense? So I just wanted to talk about the sheep today. Needed to let it out because there's been a lot of sheep popping up in my life trying to detract from me. And I've tried helping them, and it's just like they see me as the enemy for some reason. And I'm just like, well, I mean, if you think I'm the enemy, man, then have a nice life. I don't know what to tell you. But everybody else who's ready to be helped, hey, have a blessed day. Live in line with what your conscience is calling you to do. Take that next step. Get to that next level. Make that sacrifice. Choose purpose over pleasure. And do the right things and continue doing the right things. Because the more you do the right things and the more you do what your conscience is calling you to do in life, the better your life is going to be to live. Have a good day, guys.